Hey guys, James from Project Still Beating here. Today we're going to do a fun little video. It's in our series of Live Life to Have Fun, and today we're going to learn how to geocache. So geocaching is basically modern treasure hunting. You'll take a GPS and you will go to geocaching.com and get coordinates, and you will go out, and I like to do the ones that are in the woods, but you know, if you're not a woodsy type person, you can do them in the city too. And you will go out and you'll find a cache, which is a container that's hid out there by other geocachers, and some of them are really small and only have a log in it for you to sign, and some of them has trade items. So you will take one item out and put another item back in for the next person. So let's get this thing started. Okay, first things first, you're going to need a GPS. If you don't have a GPS, you can download apps on your smartphones. They're not quite as accurate, but I prefer using a GPS, but a lot of people will use the smartphones. I have used the smartphones for doing this in the city. Sometimes out in the woods you don't get as good reception where the GPS would get a reception. Okay, once you've got that squared away, you're going to go to geocaching.com. You'll have to create an account. It is free. You can upgrade to a premium member for $3 a month and get a few more features, but you can just get a membership for free, so there's no cost to it. Once you do that, you'll click on here. You'll click the play button, find the geocache. Nearest geocaches to you. Alright, and it gives you the list of geocaches near you. And we're just going to click on one for an example. You click on it, and right here at the top, it'll have the coordinates that you will put into your GPS. It'll have a description about the page, and there's even a hint that you can decrypt if you want it. So we'll get this uploaded into the GPS, and then we'll go out and find the cache. Okay guys, we got the geocache loaded into the GPS, and it's not the one that we actually looked at on the screen, because of course I've already found that one, but I did load one that I haven't found yet. So now we're going to take off from the car. We drove to as close as we could, and we're going to take off from the car and we're going to try to find this. Looks like it's 0.15 away from us, so let's go see if we can find a geocache. And one of the things to remember when you're geocaching is people have hid these and they've set the coordinates with their GPS, and you know, their GPS and your GPS may read a little differently. Basically what I like to do is I like to get within about 50 foot of where it says it is and start looking from there, because basically you'll get within about 50 foot normally. Some people's coordinates may be off a little bit more than that, but you normally get about 50 foot, so that's a good guideline to start looking. And you'll start developing geosense, that's what I call it, after a while. And you'll start getting used to places where people hide things, and it'll get easier to find. Looks like we're about 504 foot away right now. And I typically like to do more wooded catches than this. This is sort of off of a walking trail, but I just wanted to get a video out for you guys so you could see somewhat what it's like. about 370 feet. Looks like we got a jogger heading toward us. So that gives us an important lesson to learn. We don't want him to see us actually getting the geocache out, because people think it's other things and they'll just steal it and hide it and destroy it. So you got to be careful of stuff like that.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Looks like that's not going to be an issue because he's past us now. About 120 feet left. Okay, it's starting to veer off this way, so we need to cut. Looks like we're going to go off the trail now a little bit. Now would be a good time to start looking. About 28 feet. Kind of look down all of these holes. Look like they'd be a good place to hide something. A lot of leaves in some of these holes, so you gotta sort of look through them. Looking real careful in all the holes here. Aha! We have a winner. Alrighty. Let's reach down in here. Pull the sucker up. Get my... Looks like there's a clip to unclip it so we can get it out. Little small container. See what I was telling you? We're basically reading around 40 some feet away from it, and we was right on top of it. So this is our container. Like I said, this is probably what I would call a small container. All right, we're gonna set the camera up down here on the ground where we can open it up and see what's in it. Alright, looks like we've got, looks like it's gotten wet at some point. But this is the log for people who find it. This is where they sign the log. Well, judging by this, the last signature was on 6/25 of this year. That was like 6 months ago since this one has been found. There's some more stuff down in here. Looks like this. Yeah, this is a travel bug. And we will do more videos. I'm gonna pull this out so you guys can see it. This is a travel bug. I'm not trying to show you guys the number on it because that way I don't want people just to be logging it. What these do, well actually I'll do another whole video on travel bugs and geocoins and tell you guys what they are. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sign the log, and I'm going to take the travel bug and I'm going to put in a geocoin for the next person to find, and then we'll be done. We'll go home and we'll log it, and it'll be in the books for us. This is James from Project Still Bleeding, and you've just learned how to geocache.